What's up guys, welcome to a new season, or at least a new series of races. It's the Ginetta Junior UK Finals. So first we had just the Ginetta Junior UK, and now it's the finals. And the difficulty is still on 90%, and aggressiveness of the other cars is on 80%. So last race was the final race of the first series of races, of course, and it was pretty easy actually. So I didn't change the difficulty, but then again this might be a more challenging season. And I didn't know the track there, but luckily for me it's still practice, so it doesn't really matter. So let's see if we can get a good lap in. I'm not really used to that corner. I know this circuit. I've driven it in the first season as well, I think. In wet conditions. And then this corner was a bit of a challenge, but it still is now, but it's going. I like the corner actually. But I think the end of the circuit was different, because I'm really not used to the corner. There are some other corners where I can win some time as well, like this one I haven't really, this looks more like it. But I'm really not used to this corner, so let's brake a little early. I think I'm just not steering as much, turning in as much as I need. I think that's the only problem. I think the speed isn't the problem at this moment in that corner. Again, it's really just yeah, I don't know, I can't come up with the English word at the moment, but a misjudgment, that's actually what I'm doing at that corner the whole time. Of course it's a mistake, but every time I come out of the corner and made the mistake, I feel like it's a stupid mistake, like it's not like I can easily prevent it. I don't know. It's a strange corner. least now I done some kind of a clean lap, but let's see where I'm at. Ooh, still a second off the last place, 2 seconds of first place. Let's see where I lose it. So already at the beginning, at the first sector, obviously I made a mistake now, but when I turned on the delta at the top of the screen, I was 4/10 faster than I was before, and already again 2 or 3 tenths, so I think at least a second is possible. Whoops, same corner again. Alright, let's try another lap, and if it doesn't work I will take a look at the car setup, what I can change. I see already that I can't change the braking balance, at least not while driving. Maybe it's possible in the pits, in the garage. The reason I'm starting to think about setup, obviously it's a way to win some speed if you do it correctly. But I also saw in a loading screen that after you turn the difficulty up to 80% or above, that the computer also will have a better setup. So I thought, okay, let's see if we can win some time in the setup, because it's not completely the setup why I'm not posting fast laps yet. It's mostly just the way I'm driving at the moment. Let's just take this one. But let's see what we can do. I'm not a pro in this, but I do have an idea. The setup set loose, and it also felt a little bit sloppy to me, so I think I will adjust. I think this should make the anti-roll bar stiffer. Well, I can't make it any more stiff, at least not in the rear. I think less bump transition should also make it stiffer. I want the car to be even more like a kart at this moment. I think it will help my... I don't know if that was a good decision, but let's just try it out. Can I move the brake balance? Let's see, yeah I can. Yeah, let's move it. More like this. Yeah, let's just try this out. So, done. Save. Alrighty. So let's see if it's any better now, and if I will be any better. I did make some critical changes that I'm not quite sure of, so maybe I've ruined the car, but doesn't feel like that yet. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think I ruined the front of the car with that setup. Oh, I keep forgetting it's this corner. See, normally, yeah, that's now I recognize it. Normally I would drive here. But not today. But I'm changing the setup more like it was, only I'll just do the brake balance. Oops. So let's try this brake pressure. Thought it was pretty alright. Yeah, I'll just leave it like this. And let's hope I can improve, because I'm lost at the moment, and that's never nice, of course. I definitely can notice the difference with the brake balance to the rear in that corner where I had all the trouble all the time. Let's see how it... I think it was a good decision overall for a lot of corners. I might have said it in one of the previous episodes that I usually move the brake balance to the rear in a lot of cars. The reason, I might have told it already, but I drive without ABS and without any assist whatsoever anyhow. But if you have too much brake pressure at the front wheels and you brake too hard without ABS, then your tires will lock up. I've told this before, but your tires will lock up and you will go straight instead of going around the corner. And if your rear tires lock up, your front tires will still roll, so you can still turn in for the corner. But if they lock up, your rear will start to slide. But at least you did turn in for the corner, and a sliding rear end is usually something you can still fix and cost less time than going straight in the corner. Like now, for instance, there was a car ahead of me, very close ahead of me. I was really stuck in behind him, and it seems to work because I did put in the fast lap right now. But if I would have too much brake pressure at the front wheels and I would brake, I wouldn't stand a chance of turning sharper into the corner. It's been a while now since the incident, but I turned sharp in and I overtook him. But if I would have more brake pressure at my front tires, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would just crash into him, and yeah, the corner would be way more difficult. Still made a mistake, but it's practice, so it doesn't really matter. So, whoa, somebody lost. What are you doing, man? Let's chase him for a second. Whoop, he's thinking the same. He's out of his mind.
I think even with half a car he's still driving away from me. So the chase, well, I think I'm getting closer now. So he should be going in the pits again, I think. Oh, his car seems to be fine again. So qualifying is underway. Let's see what we can do. The practice looked good.
Okay, just a reminder on your out lap, the tyres are cold, so the car will be slippery.
Are they cold? Yeah, they are. A little bit cold. Here you can see a lot of tire information. A lot of information about a lot of stuff. On all weather tires. Shouldn't I be on slicks? Well, never mind. Too bad. The drift was nice though. I don't know what happened. Okay, I think I just... Oh, I think I know what happened. I think the rears locked up. I think, well, maybe if I look back I have a different opinion, but I think the rears locked up because I was hard on the brakes and I shifted down. That's what I did, I know for sure. But maybe because the rears locked up, the gearbox thought it needed to shift automatically back to 1. Let's test it after I did a fast lap, because I'm not sure actually. Maybe it was just my mistake and I shifted down twice. I think you can hear the shifting of the steering wheel, so if I did too many clicks then it was just my mistake. But I think the rears locked up and it automatically went back to first. it's not really going very well for me at this moment. But I also have found an excuse. Well, I'm going to change it, so we're going to find out if it's a proper excuse or not. But I'm carrying a lot of fuel with me. I have 42.5 liters, whoa. And I don't know how much this car is using, but that seems like quite a lot. So let's go into the pits. Steal someone's pit box. And go to the setup again. Because there's, I think it should, yeah, there it is. Oh. I think 8 laps should be more than enough. So I was carrying way too much fuel. I'm not sure if it's good for a second, but if you are carrying too much fuel, you are carrying too much weight, and more weight makes the car slower. So let's see if I'll do any good right now. Seems like that was the problem. I'm not sure if I can take pole, but I already made up for 8/10 of a second. Already 1.1 seconds. Now I'm getting a slipstream, but I think this guy is also... Whoops, I'm sorry, man. I wanted to overtake him, but quite clearly it didn't work. Because it seems that driving behind him is costing me some time in some corners. This one, for example. Well, not this time, because now he was far enough away, but the next one, I think I will... Nope. No excuses. Ah, that's too bad. But then again, 4th place. There's only 3 minutes left. I think I will leave. Well, I'm sorry. Leave it like this. Block my teammate. That's not the best thing to do. But I think 4th place. Was it right? Yeah. I think that's okay. So race 1 of the Ginetta Junior UK Finals. Let's see where we end up. Usually the start is pretty good, so already we're in 3rd place. Won a place from our teammate. 2nd place, let's see how this corner works out. I'm hoping I didn't change the setup, and if the game doesn't change the setup and the fuel setting after qualifying, then I might be in a problem at the end of the race. Near my speed, you can see my there's my teammate again. Near my speed you can see that I got 2.6, I think it's liters, yeah it must be liters because it's also kilometers an hour. So that's how many fuel I've got left, and I think that's the same I did for qualifying. Now that was for 8 laps. So a lap over here is, don't see any lap times. I think the race is more than 8 laps, but we'll see. I think the game will let me know before I run out of fuel. I'm sorry, man. Made my teammate lose a position. Actually 2 positions, because I overtook him and then I made him run wide. And then somebody else overtook him, so team manager won't be happy with that.
That is your fastest per second time. Keep it up.
Whoops. I made a mistake and then I cut at the corner. But now I've lost more than I've gained by far, so I think it's fair enough. And my team, whoops. Alright. Still driving. My teammate is in first position, but now I've lost a lot of positions. I think I'm in 8th place or something, let's see. 6th place, okay. And 6 minutes to go, and yeah, I did lose more than half of my fuel at this moment, so I'm not sure how that will work out, and I'm off the track. It happened in the other season, so the championship won't be impossible. But then again, I'm thinking now, this is of course the finals, in the previous season or tournament, they weren't very consistent, and the guy who won the race that
5 minutes to go.
I only have 1.2 liters. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to need to make a pit stop, I think. So this race wasn't going to be very successful anyway. Whoops, missed corner again. And losing time again. But now that I'm thinking about it, about the championship, maybe this tournament or season there will be guys who will be more consistent, so maybe that's also why it's the finals. Guess we'll find out pretty soon. I'm starting to doubt whether or not the game will give me a warning that I have to enter the pits on time. I also didn't really watch how much fuel a lap costs, so if I know that, I can obviously keep it in my mind, but I think it will be too late.
Great stuff, you're the fastest in the second sector.
Alright, this is just a gamble.
3 minutes remaining.
Let's see if I can make this lap. It seems like I can make the lap, but I definitely... Oh, there it is. Ah, okay, it's a scheduled pit, probably. Or am I the only one? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I'm the only one. Whoops. Sorry guys.
Okay mate, off you go.
Well, clearly that wasn't the best strategy, but it's a lesson for the next races. At least this is the first race of the championship. It's not very exciting with the points and stuff at this moment. So let's hope I can still catch the guys in front, not in this race but in the championship eventually.
Fastest second sector, great driving mate. 1
And I
minute
don't
to go.
think putting fastest sectors at this moment will do me any good. I'm not really driving that fast for my consideration, or for I don't feel like I'm driving very fast, but yet I'm putting in the fastest sector times. So it's a shame for this race, but then again it's also a positive thing for...
That's your best first sector so far, great job!
...for the rest of the season. previous races, obviously, like I said before, now you guys can probably see the replay camera in the top right top of your screen. Don't know why that's so hard to pronounce, but anyway, you can see the replay right now. I can't because obviously I'm still driving and there isn't a replay available while driving, not that I know of, in Project Cars 2 on the PlayStation 4. And I've lost my point. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to make the last corner nice. I know the angle of the camera in that corner, at least in another race, because I needed to make the replay. And I wanted to make a nice drift in that corner, but as you just saw, it didn't work out that way. I think I've spent a complete lap. Yeah, there it is again, talking about this corner. That was my intention. Did it look nice? I'll see it in a couple of minutes, but I think it must have looked nice. So that was I think it was my second worst or either the worst race yet. It's up to you to decide. Put it in a comment, I don't mind. I know when to acknowledge my weak moments for now. But let's hope the rest of the championship will be better. And also I was talking about the replay earlier on. And if you guys like to see, I've done one race with the replay camera because I've deleted the onboard footage. And if you like the replay camera, then just leave it in the comment as well. So there will be more races with just the replay camera. Let's see if I can do the same trick again, like in qualifying. It's a bit more, no, it won't work. It's way too busy right now. Alright, thanks for watching. See you again next time, I think, I hope. Ciao.